I keep coming at you with games from the European Individual Championship. Most of the focus these days is on the candidates, but we keep finding these interesting games in the European Individual Championship. And this was played today, the 21st, which was a rest day in the candidates. And we have Gadir Guseinov with white. He's from Azerbaijan, has been on their Olympic and European Championship teams on many occasions. And with the black pieces we have the Romanian Grandmaster, he's only 16 I think, Bogdan Daniel Deac. One of the big talents in Romanian chess, but not on this day. He was not having a good day here. Guseinov had the white pieces and he opened with e4. We have e5, the really low pass, and Bogdan goes with knight f6, the Berlin. Championed by Kramnik in the 2000 match against Garry Kasparov, where he neutralized Kasparov with Berlin. Castles, knight takes e4, d4, knight to d6, and now in the Kasparov Kramnik match, and well, in most games since then, white goes for the Berlin endgame here with bishop takes c6. When we have d takes c6, we take on e5, and it comes to f5, and we have this famous endgame here, the Berlin endgame. But Guseinov, he had other ideas. And let's go back. And perhaps this is something you can apply in your games, like an opening trap, a surprise. He didn't take on c6, he took on e5. A very interesting move. I remember when I played the Berlin, very few occasions, but I had a book by a Kaufman who became world senior champion, where he championed the Berlin for black. And I remember this line, knight takes b5, and now a4. And funnily enough, this knight is trapped, it doesn't have a square. So I remember from the book that the best line for black here is to play knight b to d4, sacrificing knight back, and we can't do anything else. We take, and after this black should play d5, and he's very close to equalizing. He has, as I've highlighted here, he has the two bishops, and after e queen takes d6. White has a very minuscule advantage based on his better development, but if black can survive here, he should look forward to the endgame. But I'm sure that Guseinov had some ideas here to complicate matters. But he didn't have to worry about that, because after a4, it seems like Bogdan Daniel Deac didn't know the theory here, and he played an inferior move. He played knight d6. Now this would be okay if white were to take on d6, because now we take with the bishop, and the only way to cause trouble is to use the e-file, rook e1, but bishop e7. Black is ready to castle, and he's actually up a pawn and with a bishop here, so black is doing great. So this was Bogdan's idea, I presume, but unfortunately this doesn't work. White has a stronger move, and Guseinov found it, bishop to g5. And the problem here, well, he played f6. The other move, bishop e7, is met with e takes d6. And in case of bishop takes g5, we can take on c7, but there's also rook e1 check, several attractive options for white here. But bishop e7 was the best move. However, Bogdan went with f6, and this is very dodgy. And another surprising move by Guseinov, he went rook to e1. And once again we have the deviation. In the game, knight takes e5 was played, but f takes g5 is just losing. We take on d6 with check. Okay, we're down a piece, but the king has to run White has all these pieces out. And here's just a sample line. We take on c7. And, well, it's a computer line. Rook e5 is very strong here. Threatening to take on g5. If h6, queen e4 check. And if knight takes e5, knight takes e5. King can't come here because of the fork. Forkalicious. So let's say king h5, but then g4 is strong. King h6, knight f7. King f4. This ends the game pretty quickly. You can't survive with a pinned king down here. So in the game we saw knight takes e5. But white kept on playing powerful moves. Knight takes e5. And neither capture is good here. Let's have a quick look. Of course f takes e5 just loses the queen. F takes g5. A trick you should know from the Petrov defense with the early queen e2. Knight c6 is check, discovered check, and we win the queen here. Either on d8 or e7. So bishop e7 was played by Bogdan. And here you need to find a strong move to continue the attack. So, you know, no letdown, you have to pounce. The king is stuck in the center. How do we take advantage? Take on f6. Okay, again, a quick look at bishop takes. There's again knight c6 winning the queen. In the game, g takes f6 was played, but of course, everybody should know what to do here. Queen h5, of course. King must move, and now knight g6. Not looking good, is it? King g7 wasn't played. This is the alternative. Then, of course, rook takes e7. And there are always discoveries. Like we can play. Okay, there are plenty of moves, but rook takes f7 to win, and then taking on h8. Catastrophe for black. So he played h takes g6. Guseinov took the rook. Give a check on h7. King has to go back to the back rank. And now we bring the reinforcements. How do we do that? The radical rook, the rook lift, rook a3. Good idea. The rook can swing to either e3 or h3. After knight f7, it went to the e file. Very strong. Bishop got out of the way, otherwise we might just take it. c3, bishop d6. And now, okay, we could play rook e8, but it gives black too easy of a time. So Guseinov went another way with rook h3, trying to go for the king, go for the throat, end the game pretty quickly. And he managed to do that after bishop e5, queen takes g6. And black doesn't have any good choices here. He went for d5, but now rook to h7. Okay, we have a big threat here, and actually coupled with the idea of playing f4. I want to get rid of this. Okay, f4 will always come at the bad time for black, and after bishop e6, f4 came at the bad time. You can't protect both of these pieces, and the situation was already bad enough before that. So Bogdan resigned. A bad day at the office, and the Berlin Wall was crushed in this one. So that's my game of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.